Hi, Nancy here, and I want to show you how to do a back stitch, a hand sewn steek. Again, I do not sew with a sewing machine, so I need to find other ways to do this stuff. It's a nice alternative to machine sewing and crochet. Some people don't crochet. And there's another situation, if you have yarn that is superwashed or it's a more slippery yarn, it's not your typical wool, this is a more suitable way to do your steek because it won't slide. It holds it down. Really easy to do. Some people prefer this because it's very secure. What I use is my yarn. I do use a lighter weight yarn. This is even heavier than what I would use. It's my Cascade 220, but I'm doing it for example so you can see. I would not be opposed to using even a lace weight or fingering weight, sport weight at the thickest for the yarn to actually do this maneuver. So here's our steek stitches again, and the pattern has designated 7 stitches, 3 on either side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find, what we're going to do is we are going to run our steek stitches down here, and then we're going to come across here. So it's kind of a two-fold thing, and we're going to do the same on that side. So I am going to first of all join this on the end here. I'm going to go onto my cast on edge here. Okay. Okay, and I'm just going to tie it actually is all I'm going to do. Nothing too fancy, that's for sure. All right. Now, a back stitch is exactly what it says, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into under my stitches here. Let me get it started here. When I get it started, it's much easier to see what I'm doing here. Okay? Alright, so we're going to go underneath here. Okay. Okay. Then I go back and then up through here. Of course, it always helps when you knit the tail or sew the tail, and I find that to be most frustrating. I'm going to try to hold this up a little more so you can see where I'm going exactly. So the yarn's coming out there, so I'm going to go back, hence back stitch, okay? And then it's coming right out the middle, stitch there, okay? See how it's catching here? Okay, yarn's coming out the middle. This is a very strong seam. Back stitch is sometimes used on if you knit a coat or something very heavy. It's not uncommon that you would use a back stitch seam to hold those shoulders into place, or the sleeve up so that it doesn't, excuse me, not the shoulders but your sleeves. I'm going to try to hold this up as close to the camera lens as I possibly can so that you can see. I know it's kind of hiding in there, and I don't want it to get blurry. Okay. Once you lay your track, so to speak, it moves right along here. Now some people do this method with needle and thread, and that's fine too, but I like my yarn. I like the felting properties. Well, it's not going to felt if it's superwash, but I don't know, I like the yarn. I like how it feels in my hand. Okay, now I'm going to pull it apart to make sure I caught everything, and you can see I did. They're all caught. Now I'm going to go down the other side. Now I don't know if you really need to do that, but that's how I was taught, so I figured there's a good reason for it. I'm just going to secure this again. Just come around again like so. Okay, and we're going to just get this started here. Okay, now bring it up here. Alright, so the yarn's in the middle, so we're going to go under. Okay. Alright, yarn's coming up the middle. So I'm back here, back there. I'm going to go all the way down this side just like I did before. And then I will meet you back here and then we will cut the steek.